Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is like the first video of 2026. Been exceptionally busy since I got back from India, and I've just been cracking on with the new job basically. So that's taken up a lot of my time, but you know, it's busy in a good way. So yeah, that's all going well. Doing the estate agent thing now here in France, in Brittany, northwest France. But it's all good. It's a massive learning curve to start with. So yeah, how does it sort of work here in France? You've got like traditional estate agencies like you have in England, but the one that I work for is called IAD. Now they're international, so they're in most European countries. They're in England as well. I think they're even in Mexico. And so the way that works is that we're not actually classed as an actual estate agent. It's slightly different. We're called, in France we're called mandataires. I'm a mandataire immobilier. So like IAD, the company, is technically the estate agent, and you know, we're the people that go and get people to sign mandates, and we sell their houses. So we're not actually, well, we're classed as self-employed here in France, same as in the other countries as well. So we're not actually getting paid like a basic wage or anything, but when we do sell something, we're getting all the commission. So here in France, if you sell a house for like maybe 250,000 euros, we'll take, you know, the mandataire like me, we'll take about 15 grand. So you haven't got to sell nearly as many houses as you would if you're a normal estate agent. And because we're self-employed, you know, you haven't got the sort of pressure of having a boss, you know, telling you what to do all the time and all that sort of shit. So yeah, it's actually really good, really enjoying it. We've got to do, there's about 25 hours a year of training that you have to do every year to keep on top of it, because obviously laws change regarding, you know, everything, and so yeah, there's a hell of a lot to learn. And we pay IAD, it's about 100 euros a month, so that we've got access to all the different computer stuff that we need. There's like a sort of online in-house university as well, where you can do quite a bit of the training, and the rest of the training's like, you know, in-person sort of thing, where I've got like a training centre that's about, I don't know, it's about an hour away from where I live. So I go up there and do a day's training here and there, which is all good, which is nice. You know, you get to meet other people that work for the same, you know, in the same network and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I've met some really interesting people doing it, working with some top people, which is all good. We've had, off topic, we've had so much rain here lately. It rained literally all day yesterday, torrential rain. And if you look down there, you can see the little river's just completely burst its banks. It's pretty hectic. So yeah, anyway, back to the whole estate agent shenanigans. So yeah, I've been cracking on with that since I got back from India. Got back from India in like, I don't know, beginning of November, I think. Had a few days off at Christmas. That was really good. My mum came over from England, and Christmas Day, I think there was about 12 of us around the table, so I spent most of the day cooking. I didn't really have that much time to spend with everybody else that was there, but it was all good. We had good fun. I ended up cooking two legs of lamb. Got a couple of legs of lamb from Lidl. So yeah, that was all good. Nice roast lunch, all the trimmings. So yeah, that was Christmas. New Year was pretty chilled out. It was just me and Mrs. Burt, because the kids were with their other parents, for New Year's, as we had them for Christmas. We sort of rotate it like that every year. So yeah, that's all good. So yeah, back to the selling houses. Obviously, when you start doing it, you don't really know 100% what you're talking about, so it's a little bit daunting. But the more sort of training you do, the more you sort of get up to speed quite quickly. So that's all good. It can. I think. Well, the guy that sort of recruited me, is a friend of mine, that my wife introduced me to, actually, because before she moved in with me, she had a house just down the road. So when she got divorced from her ex-husband, she had to sell that to then be able to move in with me, and so that we could buy my house together, all that sort of thing. So yeah, this friend of mine called Clement, he recruited me into the business, so he's kind of like my mentor sort of thing. And the way it works is you can recruit people once you've done your sort of manager's training. You can then recruit people into it, and sort of build your team up like that. And that way, everyone that you recruit or whatever, each time they sell a house, you get a little tiny percentage of that as well. So it's all quite interesting. But because you're not getting paid a basic wage or anything, you need a bit of cash in your bank to sort of fall back on, or you need some sort of dole money coming in. So yeah, that was the only thing holding me back before, because it's been like the last sort of 2 or 3 years I wanted to get into it, but because I was going through all this redundancy nightmare with work and all that sort of crap, I had to wait until that got sort of sorted out. So yeah, I'm lucky that I've got a bit of redundancy money, and I'm sort of signed on to the French dole type thing, which sort of looks after you a bit. Because he told me that when he started doing it, it took him about, I don't know, 8 or 9 months until he actually sold his first house and saw any money from that. So yeah, you need to have a bit of cash to fall back on, sort of thing, as you're doing it. But that's all good. Bloody hell, look at the river there. Wow, that's totally saturated. So yeah, it took me a few weeks until I sort of got, you've got to do like prospection and stuff like that, and you've got to find houses to sell. So it took me a couple of weeks until I sort of found someone that wanted to sell their house not far from me. Turns out it's some English people. They've got this massive sort of property. It's like a sort of an old farm that they've converted, like a sort of 3-bedroom stone-built house, and then next to that, like a really long old farmhouse that they've converted into 3 sort of holiday houses. It's got like an indoor saltwater pool and everything as well. So yeah, that was the first house that I've got on my books, and just sort of little by little, you end up having more properties to sell. So I've got three on my website now, and there's another 3 coming in. I'm just waiting for the people to get the surveys done, and so yeah, that'll be 6 houses that I've got on the books at the moment. And the company that I sort of work for, IAD, they've got a massive marketing budget. They've done deals with all of the websites, all the property websites, so that when we put a house on the market, it's on like over 200 websites. So in terms of visibility, it's just top notch. Whereas a standard estate agent, they'll just use the sort of the freebie websites, like maybe 6 or 7 sites. So they haven't got nearly the same visibility as us. So yeah, that's a massive positive. And what's that guy doing over there? I don't know. So yeah, it's a pretty good company to work for, I think. I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. It's like sort of when you're looking at your agenda on Google, you'll sort of look to the week ahead and you'll have nothing planned. and then towards the end of the week that you're in, you know, the phone just doesn't stop ringing. So yeah, your week just sort of fills up very quickly. You think you might not have many house visits to do or anything like that, and then, you know, before you know it, the next week's just sort of full up. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a job getting over that. Gonna stay at that. See, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna have to go around. Yeah. So yeah, it's very, very interesting. Like I said, you know, there's a hell of a lot to learn, but that's all good because the job that I was doing before, you know, working in a bloody cold storage warehouse, moving boxes around, just wasn't really sort of, you know, oh bloody hell, I've lost the lead now. Get back here. So yeah, sorry man. So yeah, you know, the job that I was doing before just wasn't using my brain at all. Whereas this, you know, the job that I'm doing now in real estate, yeah, you sort of you can get quite tired at the end of the day, but it's more sort of mental tired. But I'd rather that than my body aching and being in a hell of a lot of pain like I was before, and destroying my body. So yeah, much better off now doing what I'm doing. So yeah, I mean, I highly recommend it if you're stuck in a bit of a dead end job that you hate, like I was. You know, you get up in the morning and you're just dreading going to work. That's no way to live your life. You'll end up getting very depressed, and yeah, do yourself an injury like that. So yeah, I highly recommend getting into the sort of thing that I'm doing. I mean, there's a lot of other different companies with the same sort of business model, but I think the one that I work for, we're probably, you know, in like the top 3, maybe number 1. Pretty much in France, we're number 1. I think there's about 5,000 people in France doing what I'm doing. So yeah, sort of taking over the market really when it comes to real estate. So yeah, it's all good. Highly recommend it. Obviously, like I say, you know, you've got to have a bit of money to fall back on when you start up. But like I said, you know, if you can sell a fairly good house for like 250 grand, you'll get between 10 to 15 grand out of that. So, you know, if I can do that twice in a year, it's more money than what I was earning before. So it's a bit of a no-brainer, really. Obviously, it just takes a bit of time to get up and running, sort of thing. So yeah, that's basically that. You know, partly why I haven't done any videos lately. I've just been, you know, going sort of pedal to the metal, getting this off the ground. But it's, you know, so much more enjoyable. I'm working from home, so yeah, I've got a lot more time for my elderly dogs. So they're getting they're in a bit of a state these days. The Whippet has a bit of bladder control issues. So it's a bit of a hectic job. It's a bit like having a sort of doggy nursing home, but what can you do? It's what happens when dogs get old, same as people. You know, they're part of the family, so you love them to bits, don't you? So yeah, gonna press on with the walk. At least the sun's out today. So much better than it has been the last few days. We've had some horrendous weather, same as in England. We had a white Christmas, which was pretty good. Kids were happy with that. But after that, we've just had storms and rain and stuff like that. Just like yesterday, just torrential rain all day. My basement started to flood a little bit at home. That's fun. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Drop a little comment. Let us know how your Christmas and New Year went. So yeah, I think we'll sort of cut it there for today. I'll try and upload some more. Just a question of sort of finding the time. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. and I'll catch up soon. Take care. Bye bye.